Hi, I just wanted to take some time and maybe teach our followers a little something. I've got this little bobcat cub out of her tub. She's in there incubating right now, but this is an emaciated baby that is anemic from fleas. And this goes for all people that rescue puppies and kittens. You get a little guy in, they're covered in fleas, they're anemic, they're weak and lethargic, sometimes they're ice cold. First thing people want to do is bathe them or spray them for fleas. I'm going to show you a better way to do it, because a lot of times what happens if you bathe these guys, you further reduce their body temperature and you can actually cause them to die. You can cause them to get worse, and it certainly didn't help them. So I'm going to show you a better way to deal with it. This little guy is, covered in fleas. The fleas have caused the problem. The baby's anemic. We are dealing with this with fluids, with blood builders, and with oral glucose fluids, and we're doing everything we need medically to treat him. But we've got to get rid of the fleas because the fleas are causing the trouble. What I've done is, instead of spraying the cub, I've sprayed his bedding. And I haven't sprayed it a lot, but I use something that's safe on puppies. I use Mycodex. You can use any flea spray that is safe for puppies and kittens. And I've sprayed his blanket. Now what I'll do is I'll change this bedding pretty continuously. Because as you can see, the fleas are coming off of the cub. There's dead fleas all in the blanket. See, they're leaving the cub and they're dying. Now, we're pretty lethargic, but the other thing I'm going to do, instead of bathing the cat, spraying the cat, we're covered in flea dirt, and I'm going to use a flea comb. Now, I'm not going to do very much of this because I don't want to keep him uncovered. I want to get him wrapped back up and on his heat. But I'm just getting the target areas where fleas tend to get the heaviest, which is at the rear end, behind the ears, on the head, and we've got some mats in our fur, and then of course under the neck, everywhere that it's warm. And check the abdomen. I'm going to do this fairly quickly so we can get this baby back on heat. But these flea combs will trap the fleas in the comb, and then I've got alcohol right here. The swab is soaked in alcohol. So I can wipe the fleas off on the alcohol and they will die. And then of course you can hand pick them. But the best thing for a baby that's anemic, hypothermic, and dehydrated is do not bathe them, do not soak them in chemicals. That's counterproductive and you're going to make your situation worse. If you have to spray them, spray their bedding. And change it constantly because it's going to have all the fleas jumping off of there and they may survive it, so you want to change their bedding and get the fleas in the washer. Keep them in a thermal blanket. We're starting to perk up a little bit, and use your flea comb. This is a lice comb. If you don't have a flea comb, you can go to any drugstore, get a lice comb. It combs the fleas. This comb is full of fleas and flea dirt that's trapped in the teeth. And then if this was a bigger animal, I would have a cup of alcohol I'd be dipping my comb in. But what happens is while you're combing the animal, it gets the animal wet. And when it's alcohol, they cool down very quickly. But since it's a tiny animal and we're hypothermic, I'm just wiping it on this gauze swab, and the fleas are coming off. So this is how you deal with fleas on a sick baby. And you will not work against yourself if you'll follow these little rules, and less is more when they're this sick. So, anyway, anybody has any questions, always feel free to call us. Thanks.